Today we're going to talk about DoorDash driver frustrations. Why? Because I have it myself. And I know that many of you do too. Because when we get those low pay orders constantly, $2, $3, $2, and these $2 orders have some mileage on it, that's just plain ridiculous. It's just like, don't DoorDash want to get these orders out? But I guess that's why there's earn by time, right? Because in this earn by time, these low paying orders, there's these low tips. And a lot of times we as DoorDash drivers, we just can't handle that because we have to think ahead. We can't just think, oh, well, this is just a few dollars, so I can just go ahead and grab that. We're actually having to think ahead because we're thinking about our car maintenance, the gas that we're putting in, and everything else, the energy that we're putting in, just everything else in between. I recently read a comment from, most likely this was a customer. He likes seeing drivers upset for not getting tips. That's why he actually just gives cash tips. But I'm just like, dude, you're getting your food later. But hey, you know what? Hey, if he want to give us his food later, more power to you. God bless you. And I also understand there's some customers out there that's actually tip fatigued. Because everywhere we go, all of us go, there's always a tip here, a tip there, tip, 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 tip. And people are all tipped out. So my suggestion is, if you're all tipped out, you do the same thing that me and my family do. We just go get it ourselves. But honestly, we're cheap too, so it's all good. And another irritating thing is delays at the restaurant, where it's not just like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And sometimes they don't even tell you when it's 15 or 20. Now that can be frustrating. I'm like, just be real with me up front. It's okay if I unassign from this order. We'll just let somebody else get it. But they're worried about someone not getting it. And the food just sits there and sits there and sits there because the customer probably didn't leave a tip anyways, or not a big enough tip, because let's just say, like on my last run that I went on, it was like just a burger, that's it. Or there might be, it was just some fries, that's all. It was just some McNuggets. And there's not much on it, not much to it, and they just want the order just pushed out, because if not, they're losing money too. And that reminds me and makes me think of those times where I do see those orders that's just sitting up there. And I like actually checking the times, like, oh, wow, that was 45 minutes ago. Oh, that was an hour and a half ago. I bet there wasn't no tip. So that's why it's important to tip your driver. But it just sucks that the restaurant has to lose out too. And talking about things just being unfair, sometimes even getting contract violations are unfair as well. Like the one I received a while back ago, where I went completely to another place, to a whole new address I should not even went to, then contacted the customer and it was actually a completely different location. I was like, dang, I could have had this order to you a long time ago. I had a stack of pizzas this high. But since I was late, didn't get there enough time, got a contract violation. Just had to go through the process and getting it taken care of. And the next frustrating thing is car maintenance. Because not only are we putting gallons upon gallons and gallons of gas like constantly, we also have oil changes, this and that, and this and sometimes back to that. Because even when I had to get a brand new transmission put in my vehicle costing thousands of dollars, it really made me think of, man, is this really worth it? Keep on doing this? Or should I really just focus on something else? And I just had to pretty much weigh the cost of, is this really worth it for me? And that's the same thing that you'll have to do for your own self, especially wherever your market's at. Are you making enough money in your market to sustain you and your family and your vehicle or vehicles? Another thing that really frustrates me as well is just seeing those long mileages, and especially if they're upside down. Because when a customer orders from McDonald's where I'm at, but there's actually 5 or 6 other McDonald's where they could have ordered from, or where the algorithm should have actually picked it up and sent the order to, that's frustrating. Of course, you can say, oh, all you gotta do is just decline the order. But when you're actually trying to keep up your acceptance rating and try to keep to that top tier, that's when it gets more frustrating. Because I even called DoorDash about this, and you can check it out in this last video right here. I have arrived at 7-Eleven. I was trying to really examine what was on this order and how far this was. I know this is a little bit of a distance. I know it's $20 on this. Looks like I'm going to the Waxahachie area. And that is the part I was trying to examine of where I'm dropping off. But I just hurried up and accepted it. So I just had to just do it. Let's go on in. Okay, this was a bad examination on that map. I'm picking up just one big old Budweiser going like 15 miles. Shoot. One good news is this is a lot of interstate. So it's not actually going to take too long. It's going to take 20 minutes, but for 20 bucks. And since I'm in Waxahachie and they have more restaurants than us, I'm probably going to just kind of chill out there for a little bit and dash. But the crazy thing is, what I'm thinking is, it's like, why is the DoorDash algorithm picking up orders or allowing the customer to get something from 7-Eleven 15 miles away when there's like a lot of 7-Elevens as I'm about to pass just for a thing of beer? It is 20 bucks, but I bet DoorDash is actually paying probably 20 bucks worth. No, this is probably like a $2, $3 tip, maybe. But I'm just like, this is the second order of the day, which granted, this happens every day, where you pick up an item from a restaurant and by the time you get to the customer, there is like one or two other restaurants or the same restaurant. I'm just thinking like of this, the time wasted. But the other positive thing is I will be making $20 in like less than 30 minutes, which kind of helps put me, I wouldn't say back on track, because I had such a bad first half of my dash. I mean, it was horrific, really, just to be honest. But if I can get some good orders out in Waxahachie, it could be a turning round point, or it could turn my day completely around. Don't know, but I've definitely had the opposite there too, even during lunchtime. But let's go ahead and see what we get.
So I'll document this one so that it will prevent you from, receiving those same orders again, okay?
Thank you. All right. We have arrived. And yes, I did contact DoorDash. I'll be right back. Let me complete this order. Okay, dropped it off. Got 20 bucks out of it. Base pay $14.50. Customer tip $5.50. And I don't think I actually had the camera on while I actually called DoorDash on the way up here. And I've been telling them, like I've told them on multiple occasions, like how I keep getting orders that's taking me just way too far out. And I'm passing multiple restaurants, then it's the same restaurant. And I told DoorDash this again. And of course, I did not have to just take the order, but what made this different this time is I actually took one of these orders. Hopefully it could be documented and they actually can see this, because all these other times I never have taken the order, then calling them about it. But this is probably one of the biggest pet peeves that I have with DoorDash right now, since I'm trying to actually keep my acceptance rating up, keep my completion rating up, because you can always do the little okey doke of like, go ahead and accept the order, then just cancel the order, just to help keep your acceptance rating up. But you can do that only so many times, or you're going to start interfering with your DoorDash completion rating. But here's the thing, what can we do? First of all, don't just throw in the towel and take bad orders. Don't be taking those upside down orders. There's no need for that. And plus, you're not married just to one app. You can also multi-app on many different apps. It doesn't have to just be DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub. Put all these things together. Add Walmart, Spark, add this and that. And find a way to make it all work for you. Because who else is going to take care of you if you don't take care of you? DoorDash isn't looking to take care of us. Walmart, Spark isn't looking to take care of us. Uber's not trying to take care of us. We got to take care of ourselves and our own. And whatever we have to do to make some adjustments and changes and roll with the punches as these companies keep on making changes, well, we have to make some adjustments ourselves and do what benefits us. So I just want you all to stay encouraged, stay in the fight, and keep on going. So I hope you got some value out of this video. If you could, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and see me in the next video.